says aye also. Thank you. Please open the door and let the others back in.
Matt, do we call back in the same first number?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, folks.
Will,
I have a
Thank you.
request for the gentleman.
do you want to wait for
Yeah, yeah, of course.
To the conference center. Please enter your moderator code.
Your passcode has been confirmed. Please wait while you are joined to the conference.
Commissioner Gray, are you available? Commissioner Gray, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm
Okay.
already connected. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Commissioner Correa?
I have a request for you to pull your microphone closer to you or pull your chair closer to microphone, whichever is easier for you. So we can
Was
hear
that for
you.
me?
No, that was,
It's for me.
I'm substituting you to request him, so please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are there any other further questions? All right. I guess we need,
We need a motion.
yes, please.
Yes, so I make a motion that we adopt the recommendation of our consultant to accept tranche 2 partial bid and go for the other one for another bid.
Is there a second to that motion?
Yes, I second.
All right. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Commissioner Drexler?
Aye.
Commissioner Correa?
Aye.
Commissioner Gray?
Aye.
Commissioner Conaway says aye. Motion carries. Thank you very much. And now we are into the hearing schedule. One item in the matter of request for approval of Delmarva Power and Light Company's standard offer service rates, procurement cost adjustment, and RARM filing. Let's see, we need an evidentiary hearing and consider. We have Dawn Crompton still on the phone?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. May I proceed?
Yes, please.
Thank you, Madam Acting Chair and Commissioners. This is Dawn Kurtz Crompton on behalf of Delmarva Power and Light Company. I just wanted to thank the Commission for its indulgence in allowing me to present telephonically. I did have a recent COVID exposure, so I did not want to put anyone else at further risk, so I do appreciate it. Just to reorient the Commission, I will be addressing a different standard offer service matter than that which Siemens just presented. The Siemens matter was a discussion on the SOS bids relating to the period beginning June 1, 2023. However, this docket, albeit still SOS related, pertains to the preceding effective period, namely June 1, 2022 through May 31, 2023. So with that, this is Delmarva's annual application to establish the electric standard offer service rates for the period I just mentioned, June 1, 2022 to May 31, 2023, as amended on December 1, 2022. This includes establishing tariff rates for standard offer service, which is SOS supply, which includes the procurement cost adjustment, or PCA, and the reasonable allowance for retail margin, or RARM component. Delmarva would first like to thank the other parties for their efforts in this docket and thank staff for preparing the memo and proposed order number 10165 and for allowing Delmarva the opportunity to comment. It is Delmarva's position that order number 10165 should be approved. First, I would like to get some housekeeping out of the way. I would like to address the exhibit log, which has 4 exhibits as agreed upon by the parties. I did present Mr. Geddes and Ms. Iori with a copy of the exhibit log electronically this morning, and we have agreed as to the following exhibits. The first, which is Exhibit 1, is Delmarva's original application dated March 30th, 2022. I will refer to that document as the initial filing. Exhibit 2 is Delmarva's amended application with respect to the PCA rate, and that is dated October 20, 2022, and I will refer to that document as the amended PCA filing. Exhibit 3 includes affidavits of publication as filed by Delmarva on May 23, 2022 for the initial filing, and as filed on November 15, 2022 for the amended PCA filing. And lastly, Exhibit 4 is the staff memo for this docket, which is dated January 25th, 2023. The parties have conferred, and I'm authorized to represent that we stipulate to the admission of the exhibits set forth in the exhibit log. As discussed with Mr. Geddes, staff intends to file the exhibit log in Delafile after the hearing, subject to the Commission's approval. So I would ask that the Commission accept the exhibit log in this matter.
Any problems? Exhibits accepted.
Great, thank you. At this time, I do have one witness to present on behalf of the company, and that would be Mr. Bob Cohen. In order to provide testimony, I would ask that he please be sworn in.
Mr. Cohen, do you swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Cohen, can you please state your full name for the record?
Robert J. Cohen, spelled C-O-A-N.
By whom are you employed, Mr. Cohen?
EHI Service Company, primarily on behalf of Delmarva Power. My business address is 500 North Wakefield Drive, Newark, Delaware, 19702.
And in what capacity are you employed by PHI Service Company?
Senior Rate Analyst.
Can you please advise how long you've been in this position?
10 years in this specific position, but I've been with the family of companies for 41 years doing mostly utility accounting.
And what is your educational background, please?
Hold a Bachelor of Science in Accounting from the University of Delaware.
Were you involved in the preparation of the initial filing in this docket that was submitted on March 30th, 2022, as well as the amended PCA filing that was submitted on October 20th?
Yes, I am primarily responsible for both the initial filing and the amended PCA filing.
Can you briefly explain the purpose of these two filings for the Commission?
The purpose of the initial filing was to establish the electric standard offer service rates for the period June 1st, 2022 through May 31st, 2023. The initial filing established tariff rates for standard offer service supply, which includes the PCA and RARM components. The amended PCA filing included an interim update for PCA rates in some commercial and industrial classes, effective as of 12/1/2022. The revised rates included estimates for the projected period, plus prior period true-ups for any over or under recovered balances, as I will discuss further in my testimony.
What was the initial filing composed of?
The initial filing was composed of revised tariff sheets, PCA calculation, SOS supply rate calculation, bill impacts, RARM rate calculation, and supporting work papers. Those rates were approved by the Commission on a temporary basis on April 20, 2022, in order numbered 10002. Pursuant to Order 1002, Delmarva gave notice of its initial application and the proposed rate increase and filed affidavits of publication on May 23rd, 2022.
And what was the October amended PCA filing composed of?
The amended PCA filing pertained only to the PCA component and only affected medium and large commercial industrial customers, as well as customers served under the hourly priced service. The amended PCA filing also included revised tariff sheets, as well as revised PCA procurement calculations and written testimony. The Commission held a duly noticed hearing on November 2nd, 2022, to consider the amended PCA filing, during which I presented the Commission with additional testimony. At that time, the Commission approved the amended rate on a temporary basis on or after December 1, 2022, with proration for the applicable rate classes and subject to refund pending a final decision by this Commission.
Was the methodology for these filings consistent with prior year's filings?
Yes, the methodology for the initial filing was the same as with prior year's filings. For the amended PCA filing, the changes to the PCA rate were largely consistent with prior practice, with the addition of forecasted incremental costs for the period September 2022 through May 2023. The PCA calculation has previously only contained actual historical results, but we included forecasted data in the amended PCA filing in order to assess ending balances for the rate effective period. The forecasts were discussed with staff and DPA prior to the amended PCA filing on October 20th, 2022.
Did you schedule any other meetings with TSC staff and DPA to review all of the documents associated with these filings?
Yes, we held a technical conference via video conference on June 7th, 2022, and later answered both formal and informal discovery questions. Additionally, Delmarva met with staff and the DPA on several occasions in early to mid-October of 2022 to discuss the market conditions that caused significant increases to Delmarva's estimated year-end PCA balances, as well as to discuss the substance and form of the company's amended PCA filing prior to its filing.
Did TSC staff or the DPA propose any adjustments based on the documentation included in the filing?
Yes, after discussion, staff and the company agreed to de minimis ROARM expense adjustments. Invoices totaling $1,875 will be transferred to Renewable Portfolio Standards expense. Costs of $3,793.91 will be transferred to another jurisdiction. These adjustments will be included in the planned March 2023 annual filing for the 2023 through 2024 rates.
Was notice of this application published as required by Order Number 10127?
Yes, on November 8th, 2022 in the Cape Gazette, and on November 10th, 2022 in the News Journal and Delaware State News.
And were affidavits of publication subsequently filed with the Delaware Public Service Commission?
Yes, all three affidavits of publication were filed on November 15th, 2022.
And are the rates we've been discussing, are they currently in effect?
Yes, these charge rates were put into effect on a temporary basis effective June 1, 2022, and as amended effective December 1, 2022.
Has staff determined that the commission should approve as final the rates that went into effect on a temporary basis on June 1, 2022, and as amended on December 1, 2022?
Yes, as set forth in their memo dated January 25, 2023, staff recommends that the commission approve the temporary rates as final.
And what is the bill impact to residential customers as a result of these filings?
A typical residential customer using 845 kilowatt hours per month on average has seen an increase of approximately $4.90 per month, which is a 4.29% increase when including the delivery and supply portions of the bill. To be clear, if the Commission enters proposed order number 10165, the rates currently in effect will not change and will not increase any further.
Does this conclude your testimony, Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Thank you. Delmarva offers Mr. Cohen for cross-examination or any questions from the commission at this time.
Are there any questions?
No questions.
All right, thank you. Mr.
Thank you.
Gettys.
Thank you, Madam Acting Chair and Commissioners. Staff has one witness. Ms. Samantha Kane requests that she be sworn.
Yes, I do.
Good afternoon. Would you state your full name and business address for the record?
My name is Samantha Kane. My business address is 861 Silver Lake Boulevard, Suite 100, Dover, Delaware.
And by whom are you employed, and what is your position and title?
I am currently employed by the Delaware Public Service Commission as a public utility analyst.
And can you briefly state for the record your educational background?
I have a bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Florida, and I've been an analyst with the commission for about 2 years.
And what was your role in the docket that's before the commission, docket 22-0246?
I was the case manager for the amended application. Amy Willie was the case manager on the original filing, and her findings were memorialized in her memo attached to my staff memo.
And can you briefly describe the nature of this proceeding?
On March 30th, 2022, Delmarva filed an application for approval of the 2022-2023 standard offer service rates, procurement cost adjustment, and reasonable allowance for retail margin. On April 20th, 2022, the Commission issued order number 10002, which placed these rates into effect on a temporary basis on June 1st, 2022. On October 20th, 2022, Delmarva filed an amended application that revised the procurement cost adjustment, or PCA, for the larger customer rate classes to address an issue caused by the migration of customers from a bankrupt third-party electric supplier to standard offer service. This large migration created a cost imbalance where Delmarva had to procure electricity for these customers at a higher price than what the customer were paying. These incremental costs are recovered through the PCA. Because of the potential impacts on customers of not timely collecting these increased costs, on November 2nd, 2022, the Commission issued order number 10127, which waived the 60-day notice for proposed rate changes for the updated PCA rates detailed in Delmarva's amended filing, and placed those updated PCA rates into effect on a temporary basis December 1st, 2022. Today, we are here to ask the Commission to approve as final the rates that went into effect on a temporary basis on June 1st, 2022 that were unchanged by the amended filing PCA, and for the December 1st, 2022 rates for classes impacted by the updated PCA in the amended filing and approved on a temporary basis in Commission Order 10127.
To your knowledge, did the commission or staff receive any public comments pertaining to the application?
Staff received no public comments.
And can you briefly describe the nature of your review of the application?
I reviewed calculations, invoices, and worksheets included in Delmarva's native files and amended application.
And what did you find as part of your analysis?
After reviewing the submitted documentation and company's native files, I found no substantive errors.
Now, Exhibit 4 to this proceeding has been entered into the record. Is that a memorandum prepared by you?
Yes,
And you adopt that as your testimony in this proceeding?
yes, I do.
Do you have anything else that you would like to bring to the Commission's attention at this time?
Staff respectfully recommends that the Commission adopt Order Number 10165, which approves as final the SOS PCA RARM rates that went into effect on a temporary basis on June 1st, 2022 and December 1st, 2022.
Do you believe that your recommendation will result in just and reasonable rates for the public?
Yes, I do.
Is there anything else you'd like to bring to the attention of the Commission at this time?
No.
Thank you. Ms. Kane's available for any questions Commissioners might have.
Commissioners? No questions. Thank you. Mr. Slater?
We do not have a witness today.
Thank you. All right, we need to have a motion to adopt order number 10165, please.
So I move that Commission adopt order number 10165.
I second.
Commissioner,
Are there any questions on the motion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Commissioner Gray?
aye.
Commissioner Correa?
Aye.
Commissioner Drexler?
Aye.
And I vote yes. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Are there any members
you.
of the public here who would like to make comment? Mr. Hardigan?